Btb Savage was an up-and-coming Houston rapper who sadly lost his life after being shot and killed on March 30th, which was just hours after posting a picture on Twitter flexing his jewelry while standing near blood splatters and a door riddled with bullet holes. Fans searched for Burley, one of the two murder suspects charged in connection to Btb Savage's death, and found out he was an aspiring rapper who went by the name Versus 600. The investigation took a dramatic turn when Versus 600 dropped a music video dedicated to Omar Richardson, who Btb Savage and his then girlfriend killed in self-defense during an alleged robbery.
Pain is what I love, I'm not myself without my thoughts. My girls say I'm not the same when I ain't got my drugs. It's embarrassing, I know, but I'm still pulling up.
Btb Savage explained in an interview with Btb that he had invited the rapper over to a car they feature, but things got sketchy when Richardson started asking about his jewelry and then pulled out a gun and demanded that he hand over his chain.
While he talking, he asked him about my chain. He like, how much, what dealer you go to, blah, 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 how much he hit you for? And I'm telling him like, oh yeah, I dropped it back, and then right as I'm talking, I go down to look at my piece while he talking. I'm like, this one? I'm like, yeah, this one. While I'm looking down like that, that's when he up the pole on me. And he like, oh yeah, run that.
Btb Savage was able to fight back and wrestle the gun away before his girlfriend fired the fatal shots.
34-year-old Omar Richardson. That's according to the Bexar County Medical Examiner's Office. The shooting happened just after 11 p.m. on McCullough Avenue, not far from I-35. When San Antonio police arrived, they found a blood trail which led to Richardson. He was pronounced dead at the scene.
Btb Savage bragged about his role in the demise of Omar Richardson and even told Btb he begged for his life before he passed away.
So when all the bullets empty, he like, oh bro, my bad. Come on, bro, I got kids too, bro. Let me make it home and don't let me die or whatever like that. I'm like, bro, you good? I'm like, you good, nigga? I'm like, give a fuck about you. I was like, I hope you die, bitch, like that. I was like, you just said you're gonna kill my son. And then he was like, nah, bro.
He was killed days after his Btb interview was aired, and less than hours after posting his picture to Twitter. The rapper's mother said she told their son to remove the pictures from social media, but her attempts were ignored.
I said, take that off of social media. I said, let this family mourn in peace. But they were was taunting my son. You know, telling him that they were gonna kill the family, that they were gonna make his mama cry, like my son made his mother cry.
We received a call for service, the shooting in progress, drive-by shooting in the 2100 block of Mid Lane. As officers arrived, they quickly located African-American male, which appears to be in his mid-20s, deceased on the scene.
Btb Savage was gunned down in Houston, and according to HPD, it was a targeted murder. Authorities said that he was driving a white Mercedes-Benz and was being followed by a dark-colored vehicle. Two men got out the vehicle wearing all black and left this vehicle riddled with bullets before fleeing the scene.
He was driving a white Mercedes vehicle. Witnesses state that a black, newer model Mitsubishi SUV type vehicle with dark windows came up on the vehicle, began to fire.
Btb Savage mom said he called her before his death and told her he felt like he was being set up and was headed to catch a flight to be with her, but he would never make it to the airport or see her again.
He said, Mom, I'm gonna talk to you regular, but read your text messages.
When Gentry got up from the table and went to the bathroom, he told his mom this.
And I said, what's going on? And he said, I think they're trying to set me. I'm sorry. He said, I think they're trying to set me up.
Later, Gentry would be killed on his way to the airport to fly to his mother. He was shot in a parking garage on Mid Lane, suffering at least one gunshot wound.
Who opened fire, killing a man last week on Mid Lane near River Oaks. The gunman, identified as 40-year-old Montrell Burley, he's charged with killing a rapper sitting in a white Mercedes. Burley, however, still on the run along with another son.
Burley was arrested and charged with narcotics possession during a traffic stop near San Antonio, Texas, a day after 26-year-old Darrell Gentry was killed in Houston, and he was a passenger in the vehicle that police believed was used in the shooting of Btb Savage. When asked about the vehicle, he responded, "I want my attorney." Police had no choice but to end the interview, and after 72 hours of holding him, they had no choice but to release him. And after gathering more evidence, police issued a warrant for Montrell Burley's arrest, in which he later turned himself in.
40-year-old Montrell Burley turns himself into police this morning. Tonight, at least one other suspect is still on the run. KPRC2's Bryce Newberry is at the jail downtown tonight, continuing to follow this case.
Btb Savage's mom took to her social media account to expose one of his so-called friends, who allegedly played a part in his demise by saying, "My son spoke so highly of this dude, he called him brother, and he robs his place while he lays dead in the street, flipped the mattress over and took his money, filmed the crime scene, stole his music, which was a family inheritance. Yeah, be advised, I'm not gonna stop. My son broke bread with you, and you do him like this. You and the rest go pay for how y'all did my son. On God. You slept in the house and the whole time you were plotting?"